Just look at today. A drizzly old day. Horrendous. So, indoor work today. Good morning, puppy. How are you this morning? There is a lesson to be learned in owning beautiful things, and that is, you have to look after them. Take this rug, for instance. Absolutely stunning. You love it too, don't you? But we do think it was either you or the cat who decided to pee on it. So the drawing room, or le petit salon, smells like cat pee. And it has for 2 days. So with the weather outside being quite nasty, I've decided that today's the day that we get out the bowl and the water and we scrub. So I put down some plastic and I have to get a lot of water into it. I've already put down 2 bowls of water. We're doing it in situ on the ground, well, actually on the hardwood flooring, because outside is such filthy weather. We all know why the world is in turmoil with such terrible things. The rivers are dry in Europe, and where we live they are just soaking wet. So the next thing is to get all of that water back out, because it will do no good being in the carpet. And then we'll have to put on the air conditioner and the heating, and with any luck we will, after an hour of hard work, we will actually get this thing smelling a little nicer. So while we're down here, take a look at it. It's absolutely stunning piece of work. This was made on a loom. It was made on a loom in a small town, I think, called Kafr al-Zayat in Egypt. If you look at the pile, it is so close. The thread count per square meter is in the millions. And it is so hard to push your finger into the weft. And it's really, really thick pile. It's a good ½ inch for you Americans, a good 20 centimeters for you Europeans. It's a stunning, stunning piece of work, and it's a good size. Hence, this handwork is worth preserving it, and even more so, getting rid of the bloody smell. I cannot believe the stench that it comes out in the evening. So that is our task this morning. I thought we'd talk for a few moments about this piece of furniture. It was made in Antwerp. It was made between 1850 and 1870. It was made for the English market, like a lot of the furniture in our home. I once thought I'd have a lovely old Tudor mansion style house, and so I bought a lot of this furniture, and although it doesn't really go with the Renaissance, Louis the 14th through 16th aspect of the rest of the home, I actually like it way too much to ever get rid of it. And I've got so many matched pieces, such as the desk and the Portuguese box. So eventually they will all end up in one room, won't they, little girl? Rocket, hey, puppy. Good girl. Anyway, not to make you all dizzy, this is what we as a family call the Frightener's bookcase. Mostly because when I purchased this, I didn't have the funds. I had recently bought a table that I will show you shortly. And this matched rather nicely, and I thought it would go in my library of my Tudor mansion. So I purchased it, and I didn't have the funds. So the antique dealer actually said, would you like to put it on lay-by for 2 months? And I thought, yes, I could just afford that. However, about 4 weeks later, he called me and said, your bookcase, would you like to lend it to a film company? They're going to make a movie. And maybe the chairs you have and maybe that table. I said, okay. And he said it could be away for a couple of months. And I thought that would give me the time to actually save up the funds to pay for the blessed thing. So it went off to the film company. They duly paid some rent for it, way more than they would have, because the film producer kept it. And we had to request to have it returned. He felt that he would buy it, but it was not for sale. I was buying it. We didn't fight over it at all. He was very gentlemanly, and thus it was returned to me with basically rent paid, because he kept it over 6 months. The rent that was paid for it was almost the price of it. So here's my free Frighteners bookcase. If you're wondering why we call it the Frighteners bookcase, that's simply because it was in the movie The Frighteners. And I'll put up some photos showing it in the corner of the haunted house, walked past by Michael J. Fox and the other actors in the series, in the movie. The movie was produced by Peter Jackson, who then went on to do the Lord of the Rings trilogies and is rather a famous man now. Why I wouldn't let it go in the first place was because it matched the Elizabethan table. This piece I absolutely adore. It's a stunning piece of work. I mean, the feet are dolphins. And like all the other pieces, if you put your hand in the mouth of the lion, it won't bite you. You just will be able to open the door. Yeah, it's a stunning piece. Oh gosh, you can see the other thing about, if you always wanted to live in a chateau with oriental carpets, get used to the fact that they cause so much dust that you are forever able to write your initials into your furniture. These two pieces were from Antwerp as well. They've got the original upholstery, which is hand-woven tapestry. But they sag a little. Actually, this one sags a lot. So we need to deal with that at some stage. Take off the upholstery, which means all of these little weeny nails need to be removed. Easier prospect is just the occasional polish of the Italian settle. Probably also made in Belgium, but this piece actually is a stunner. When I purchased it, it was actually completely painted black. I took off the black and recolored it, and absolutely beautiful piece. It's my favorite. A green man at the top. Bit of paganism, but a stunning piece all the same. Cartouche at the bottom. So yes, the Frighteners, this table, some chairs, and the Frighteners bookcase. So now you have the story of the Frighteners bookcase. And a little along the theme, we still have Voltaire and I think his name is Yuri, our gargoyles who live up the top. And we still have a faint reminiscence of, you know, you've got to feed your pets. They may pee on your carpet, but you still have to feed them. These are remnants of our Halloween party that we had, and I'll leave you with a couple of photos at the end of this to finish off the video of... Oh, there you go, puppy. You want to say goodbye? Yes, you do. Au revoir. Au revoir.